It's that way. Marvelous morning, brothers and sisters, children and creatures all. This is the second and final video for the 35th chapter of the book of Numbers. We're still discussing murder. So let's press on. If the murderer be found outside the limits of the city that are deputed to be banished, and be strucken of him that is the revenger of the blood, he shall be guiltless, the individual that killed him, that killed the murderer. For the fugitive ought to have stayed in the city until the death of the high priest, which we discussed previously. And after he is dead, then shall the murderer return into his country. It's pretty amazing how Quias put this together, basing it upon the lifespan of the high priest, which shows you just how special not only what the priest was, but how unique Quias's church is, linking everything to the church. Remember when we discussed the Levites outside the wall, and I compare that to the veil? Well, I see the wall as synonymous with the commandments. To get closer to Father, one must obey the commandments. These things shall be perpetual and for an order in all your habitations. Yeah. Relax. The murderer, he shall be punished by witnesses. None shall be condemned at the testimony of just one man. Witnesses. Even our father said this because of emotions and the way people visualize things and digest things. Witnesses. You shall not take a price of him that is guilty of blood. He also shall die forthwith. Price of him that is guilty of blood. Yeah, we made some popular heroes, the motion picture industry did at least, of bounty hunters. It will actually be discussed later where Quias condemns this, but this is the first time where he's bringing this up. Not to put a price of someone who is condemned. He despises equaling money to blood, and so too do I. The banished and fugitives before the death of the high priest may by no means return to their cities. Don't pollute the land of your habitation, which is polluted with the blood of innocents. Neither can it otherwise be expiated but by his blood that hath shed the blood of another. And so shall your possessions be cleansed, myself abiding with you. For I am the Lord that dwell among the children of Israel. Again, our Father is doing his best to give this new society of the Israelites, this nation, a clean slate, just like he did with Terah when he flooded it. And by the clean slate, he is abolishing sin and all those that created it. And with these sinners, many innocents have perished. As we've already pointed out, many of these false gods required the blood of innocents, of virgins. They were sacrificed. Innocence, foolishness, ignorance. This is what's going on here. This is how you equate this to your life wherever you go. Yes, you can have a clean slate. But the clean slate isn't just about physically locating yourself or your family. It must begin with your soul. If you don't do that, then just picking up and going somewhere else is just continuing on where you left off. Guaranteed. This brings us to a closure to this incredible chapter. When we next meet, we will press on to chapter number 36, which is the final of the book of Numeri. So until next we meet, from Patty and Abe out there and myself, Pax Vobis.